गुनी निदाना तुमरी महिमा बरन न सको तू ठाक रूच भगवाना सतगुर की सेवा गाकरी सिर दीजै आप दवाई। गुरु प्यारी साध संगत जी सारी कच्ची आखो वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। So I'm going to share a short sakhi today about Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj and just clear up within this bit of history obviously some myths and stuff that we sometimes believe in our community today as well. So one of the Rajas, Raja Ram Singh, he approached Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj because there was another king in India that was a rebel at that time and he wanted to declare war against Raja Ram Singh and his army. So he came to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj and he said, we don't have a problem to go and fight against this army and we're not scared of our people to die. But he said there's a magical land that we have to go across. And in that land, as you know, people do witchcraft, they do black magic, and we don't want them to try and kill off our army before we even reach the rebel king. So, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj said, okay, he said, I'll travel with you. Because even in our history states that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj even went to this land as well. And these three witches tried to do spells upon Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj alongside Bhai Mardana. And so Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj said to him, okay, he said, I'll travel with you. And as the Guru went with all Raja Ram Rai's army, they travelled through so many jungles, forests, and then eventually they came through a mountain. As they got over this mountain, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj kept on saying to his Sikhs and Raja Ram Singh that was with him, that meditate upon the name of God. As long as you keep on remembering God, keep on remembering Waheguru, with your mind, with your tongue, nothing will affect you at all. It doesn't matter what somebody tries to do, it will not have any effect upon you. So, each one of them kept on meditating upon God, meditating, and even as they got higher and higher up the mountains, it became very cold. And even though they were shivering and the freezing weather still never affected them, they were still able to try and meditate upon God's name. Now, they got to flat land once they'd crossed the eastern mountains of India. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj said to all the Sangat that was there that now we'll rest here. So they set up the tents, and as all of the followers, the Sikhs, they went to sleep, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj stayed up, meditated upon Waheguru. Now, three witches were in this area. I believe it was called Kamal Roop, the place. And they were in this temple, and they'd seen that people had come, so they thought they were here to attack them. So they said, we must stop them. Now, as the Sikhs had woke up early, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj again said to them, meditate upon God, keep on remembering God. They all started to meditate. And these three witches, they put together their crafts and they done a spell and they started to try and shake all the tents. They sent a big storm across, but none of the tents, none of the Sikhs were affected. They thought they would have killed them all off and all the tents, all the Sikhs would have blown away and died, but they weren't affected. So they discussed amongst themselves. They thought, why has it not affected them? There must be somebody there that's got powers as well. So again, the witches, as the Sikhs kept on meditating and time went on, again the three witches, they started to draw a spell again. And after saying all their words, they uprooted a massive boulder. And that boulder went flying in the sky from where they were, around almost a few miles away from Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj and the Sikhs. they'd lifted this boulder up with the spells, with the witchcraft that they had, these powers, and they threw the boulder over, and the aim was with this massive boulder was to kill as many people as they could. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj said to the Sikhs, some of them looked up and they could see the boulder coming towards them in the sky. And Maharaj said to them, keep on meditating, do not forget God, do not forget God, keep on remembering Waheguru. And that boulder went just past all the Sikhs behind Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj and landed right into the ground. And half of the boulder went into the ground, it had that much force. And the Sikhs were so glad, they kept on meditating, kept on meditating. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj said, do not stop meditating upon Waheguru. As long as your heart is pure and you keep on meditating, you focus this mind, nothing will affect you. Now the witches again, they stopped and they talked and they thought, why has it not affected them? How come it never landed on them? We controlled it so it could land on front of them and kill them. They said, there must be somebody there. There has to be somebody there that's doing some other kind of mantra as well. Somebody that's got other special powers. They said, okay, let's uproot the tree. Let's see if the tree can kill them. So the three witches again started to draw their spells, and they uprooted a tree from the roots, from the ground, without even touching it. They uprooted it with their spells, with their powers, and they sent that massive tree towards all the Sikhs and the Guru. And yet that tree landed over again behind the back of where Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj was, and it never affected any of the Sikhs or the Guru. Now all the Sikhs, when they seen this, they were glad they were still alive. But they were in that connection with Waheguru. They were connected. They were still doing that bhakti. Now, three of the witches realized that we can't affect them. We can't do anything to them. There's somebody there. There must be a master. There must be a sorcerer that's there. Now, they thought, let's try something else. And before even they were about to try something else, because they'd already done 3 attempts now of trying to kill the Sikhs and the Guru. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj put his bow and arrow towards the witches and he fired it. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj's bow and arrow hit the witchcrafts. They had something that they were using, an item, to do their powers. And he knocked away that item with his bow and arrow, and he'd taken away all their powers. Now the 3 witches had realized that there's another powerful master, a sorcerer there. They said he's even used human-made items. He could have easily used his own powers to do something, but look, he's even used a man-made item, and he's taken away our powers. We must go there. The witch, the leader of all the witches, she said that we must go and see this person. Even though he's a master, even though he's a sorcerer, he has so much powers, he must be very humble. So they went there with Nimrata, the 3 witches, and they approached Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj. They seen him standing there. And they put their hands together and they said, please forgive us. They said, we come in no harm, we mean peace. We only try to attack you because we thought you came to attack us. We knew that armies were coming. We knew that there was a war going on between Raja Ram Singh and this other person, and we are in between it, but we never meant no harm. So as they humbly spoke to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Sahib accepted this, and they actually invited Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj to come and eat with them. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj accepted, and at this time all the Sangat, all the Sikhs that were with Guru Sahib also ate as well. Now, Raja Ram Singh, he was so happy that everybody was at peace, and they got through this area that was magical, that was full with these witches and this power. So he said to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj, he said, Guruji, he said, now I can go and fight my war. I can go and fight against the rebel king. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj, at this time, he said to him, no. He said, you must learn to also make peace as well. He said, there's no need for a war. Now, Raja Ram Singh, in his own mind, he had said to himself, normally I would disagree with everybody. But he goes, for some reason, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj has changed my mind. Through meditating upon God, through realizing this oneness, having this peace, this tranquility, he said, maybe I don't need the war. Maybe I can listen to what the Guru is saying and try and stop this war from taking place. So it was agreed upon Raja Ram Singh, the king, that he would go with Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj alongside the ones that done the witchcraft and even the Sangat, the part of Raja Ram Singh's army, and they would go and make peace. Now they went to that other area in India and they spoke with the rebel king and they made peace. Even the other king, he agreed that we don't have to have a war, we can make peace. And from this day on, everybody lived happy. Now, when a Sakhi is told, and I'm keeping an eye on the time, when a Sakhi is told, we can take many, many different things away from him. And that is the idea, that when you look at history, somebody thinks of something, well, the Guru must have meant this. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? So I'll share a few thoughts with myself about what I've understood from this history, from the Sakhi. If you meditate upon God's name, whether you read Gurbani, you sing Shabads, whether you just do simply Waheguru Simran, you won't be affected by the things that exist in the world. And there is black magic that exists. There is people that can do witchcraft. These things have all been proven. And in it, like we said in our history, many people, the Gurus even came across witches themselves. They came across people themselves that tried to do things upon them and put spells on them as well. And even just like by Mardana, when we go back to Guru Nanak Dev Ji's time, that same area by Mardana was affected, where he was turned into a dog and he started barking and he went onto his hands and his legs. Now, if you meditate upon God, just like Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj says, you won't be affected. Because your heart is pure, your mind is connected, your consciousness is connected to the One. God, Waheguru, resides within all, whether it's the person that's doing the witchcraft or whether it's the person that's just normal. There's still Waheguru inside that person. And this is why Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj never seen any difference inside the witches as well. Even they humbled themselves. Sometimes we label people as good and bad. But even the bad person, even the killer, even the person that's doing the wrong things also has God inside them. Just like by Kanhaiya, he's seen in the armies, he could see, as the Sikhs, he could see Guru Gobind Singh Ji inside them, and just as the Mughal enemies, he could see Guru Gobind Singh Ji inside them. And this is why he gave water to all of them, and he wasn't affected by them. So if we meditate upon the oneness, upon God, we won't be affected as well. However, if you don't meditate upon the One, you can very much be affected. If you're not doing any Simran, if you're not connecting to God, you don't have that protection of God around you. It says in Gurbani, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj says, Tati vav na lagi par param sarnai, jo girt hamare Ram kar dukh lage na pai. Jo girt hamare Ram kar dukh lage na pai. That you have a protected circle around you of Ram, of God. Dukh lage na pai. And you won't be affected by that dukh. Now obviously we have our own interpretations of what dukh, of what pain is. But truly the Guru knows what dukh is. And sometimes we do complain, for example, you wake up in the morning and it starts to rain and you're like, oh, do I go to the Gurdwara today or not? You worry about the weather. But sometimes people truly go through big dukhs in their life where they lose somebody at a young age, where they're going through a marriage, it doesn't work out, where they're going through a pregnancy, it doesn't work out because things happen. So many people go through very big things, and every individual person has their own experience. Even when you're sitting in the darbar, even when you come to the Guru's darbar, we all come for a personal reason. But Guru Sahib says that we should come in love, we should come in pyar. Ik ardas, Paat Kirat Ki, Guru Ram Das, Rakho Sharanai. One of the patsas written in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj says that we should be asking for the sharan, the sanctuary of Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj. It says in Gurbani, and this is the last quote, Raj na chao, Mukt na chao, Man Preet Charan Kamalare. The Maharaj is saying, Raj na chao, that I don't need kingly, I don't need the kingdoms. Mukt na chao. Some people say I'm on this path because I want liberation. The Guru is saying, Mukt na chao, I don't even have that desire of liberation. Man Preet Charan Kamalare. But my mind has that preet, that love, Charan Kamalare, for the lotus feet of God. That's the status, that's the level that we want to reach, that you actually have love for God on the path of Sikhi, and that's what will keep you on this path, is when you have love. So many people come on and they have the outside appearance, and they sit on stages, they do all great talks, they motivate people, but they truly haven't got that love inside. And truly, when you have that love, you'll come to the Guru Ghar, you'll sit and meditate for a certain amount of time. You'll wake up in the morning, you'll remember God throughout the day. Because it isn't about being a Sikh on a Sunday. Sikhi is what we take away from the Sunday, from the Guru. And we take that mat with us throughout the entire week and we try and live it to the best that we can. I'm not saying that it's easy. And however, the knowledge is open to everybody. So we do have that gyan, we have that access, and we're actually very, very lucky that we've been born in this dharam, that we have the knowledge of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, Parmeshwar, God Himself. So Pulla Katya Bakshna Sari Kachya Ko Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.